Well, welcome back to Donna and Friends, and wow, what a crowd. Man, it's nice to have the CHS football staff in today. Guys, how you doing?
Good. Thank you.
Yeah. So today, I thought I'd just have the group in, just kind of for a little bit of fun and see, what makes these guys tick? How do they work together? What can they share with us that's, maybe not so much on a serious note, because we're going to have plenty of time for that during football season. So the first thing I want to say to you guys is that I'm assuming that everyone here has played football or some kind of sport, except that, I did receive information that you hadn't played football, Coach Shoup, and how does that affect your decisions during the game?
I hadn't played football. I did play football. You probably got a false source of information. And if it was anyone up here, I would take it with a grain of salt.
My apologies. I was concerned, but I'm feeling a little bit better now for the Cushing Tigers. Everything's
there. You go. Yeah,
it's gonna be okay. Because I was like, how is he making these decisions? I mean, is he getting that off the internet? How's
it's not just Xbox. I promise.
Google it.
So,
Okay, so you did play football.
Yeah. I played.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to start with you, Coach Shoup, and have you give us a little bit of information on you personally, where you're from and where you went to high school.
Okay, I'm Coach Shoup. I'm the head football coach here at Cushing. This will be my beginning of my fourth year here at CHS. Married to beautiful wife Jody. We have one daughter, Riley, and she'll be entering kindergarten, going over to Harrison, so we're excited about that. And then just a little bit about me. I grew up in Newkirk, Oklahoma, which is north of Ponca City, right on the Kansas line, and was the head coach before coming to here, and just the last 3 years have been great, and I'm excited about the beginning of the fourth one.
All right. Next, introduce yourself and tell us about yourself.
I'm Ty Bullock. I'm the offensive coordinator. My wife, wonderful wife, as Coach Shoup says, her name is Audra. I got 3 kids. Shaylee, she's going to be 5, going to Wilson. Jace, he's going to be 6, heading to Harrison as well. Then my son Bryce, he's 12. He's in the 7th grade, going to play for Coach Moore. Grew up in Elmore City, Oklahoma, which is south central Oklahoma. It's kind of God's country, I guess you could say. And I've been here as long as Coach Shoup, he brought me in, so I love the place.
Coach Moore, actually from the Cushing area. My wife is as well, Emily. We have one son. He's 2.5, Ryder, and we have one on the way. He'll be here in January. So I've been coaching in Cushing for 10 years. I'm from Yale, which is right down the road. It's a much better place than Perkins, but smaller. So I've always been around the Cushing area, and I'm glad to be here coaching junior high football and high school assistant for Coach Shoup.
Right on. And next, we'll go start at the end.
My name is Coach Carmen, and I coach inside linebackers. I've been married 21 years to the same beautiful woman, Misty, from Clinton. I have 3 kiddos. I have twin daughters who are 13. It'll be seniors at the middle school this year. And then I have a son who's going to be a junior, plays inside linebacker for this group here. And I grew up in the Woodward area. I'm the elder statesman. I graduated before most of these guys were.
The way elder.
Yeah.
kind of old.
In 1980.
Not too far back.
Yeah, and I've made the rounds coaching just about everywhere. I was head wrestling coach in Weatherford for the last 13 years. I've been here this is my 3rd season. And it's probably my last stop. These are the best guys I've ever worked with and worked for. And I love having my son play for these guys.
All right.
I am Rusty Morgan. I coach the defensive line. Me and my wife Lindsay have our first on the way. That Coach Moore. In December, it's going to be a little girl, and was fortunate enough to grow up here in Cushing, and played college football at Pittsburgh State. And just last July, I think it was, started talking with Coach Shoup and these guys, and very lucky to be back.
Yeah, right on. So what year did you graduate?
I graduated here in 2004.
Okay.
I mean, really a living legend.
All-state.
All-state and All-American at Pitt State.
Anywhere we go, somebody
somebody knows
So do
it.
you all feel inferior?
Oh, we all got his autograph. We're good.
Oh, secretly.
We're good.
Except when, like,
Yeah.
on a poster. Yeah.
When we go somewhere, he has to sign autographs.
Oh, wow.
We just have to stand behind.
Yeah.
And
He gets the free meal. We don't get any.
Oh, yeah, well, you'd need one, right, yeah. Well, when you're done, I'll have you sign the wall that we have here in the back. I'm suddenly nervous. Suddenly nervous, I was not aware, so, okay, I'm gonna try to pull it together. And last but not least, we got,
oh boy, I'm Dusty Hancock. I coach the DBs here, and this will actually be my 9th season here at Cushing. I have a beautiful wife, Erica, and then we have a little ornery, fixing to be 2-year-old son named Tate, and he keeps us on our toes, definitely.
all right. So you guys, being so involved in football, having all played football, and some of you being even somewhat famous, I'm gonna start with the head coach, Coach Shoup. What is your favorite college team and your favorite NFL team?
College would definitely be the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Graduated from there in '04, and grew up loving the Cowboys and been to games my whole life. Thanks to my dad wanting me and my brother to be involved and stuff like that, and have family time, and still meet there today. We go every year to as many home games as we can, tailgate and all that. And then I don't watch NFL as much. But no doubt, my favorite team in the NFL is the Dallas Cowboys. I grew up watching them on Sundays with my grandpa, and that was kind of our time on Sunday afternoon. So Oklahoma State Cowboys and Dallas Cowboys.
All right, I'm gonna skip you, Coach Bull, for just a minute, and I'm gonna go on to you, Coach Moore. Tell me the same.
Okay, definitely Oklahoma State. Graduated from there in 2000. The exciting program right now. Everything they've got going for them, and they're finally, giving an OU a little competition. Okay, and then pro. Don't watch much pro, but have been a Steelers fan. It hadn't been fun lately, but that's it.
All right, Coach Carmen.
I like Oklahoma schools, but I was Sooner born and Sooner bred. But they're winning me over. I like Oklahoma State too, and I root for them to win every weekend. When they play each other, I still have to root for the Sooners. And as far as pros, I like whoever Peyton Manning's playing for. So right now,
Okay. Right on.
I got to go with the Sooners if I'm picking one in state. Dallas Cowboys as an NFL team, but my wife is from Kansas City, so I'm slowly kind of becoming a Chiefs fan as well.
Oh, wow. All right. And Coach Hancock.
Definitely the state's university, Oklahoma State. Graduated from there. I bleed orange. My wife, in fact, that was our first date ever, was to an OSU football game. She's probably a bigger OSU fan than I am. And then as far as the NFL, I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. I would be an even bigger Dallas Cowboys fan if Tony Romo was.
Oh, here we go. We love you, Tony. I'll come watch a game anytime.
But
What if Tony's watching?
Yeah.
well, you know what? It's a hard truth to handle. But the good news is tonight they play first preseason game, and Oklahoma State boy Brandon Whedon's getting a start. So
That's why he's second string, right? That's why he's second string.
And then, Coach Bull, what's your favorite?
The University of Oklahoma. By far, I've only been to like 3 games my whole life, but growing up in Elmore City, if you weren't an OU fan, you kind of got kicked out of town. So I just kind of gravitated toward that. And then I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. That's why me and Coach Morgan are so close together. We're kind of like Ren and Stimpy or peas and carrots, if you could say it. We kind of got that chemistry. But Dallas Cowboys, I really like Tony Romo. I like the way the Cowboys are going. I know we haven't been to the playoffs, but we did win 3. Or we haven't been to the playoffs in a while, but we did win 3 Super Bowls a long time ago. So we're banking on that coming back. Yeah.
Well, Coach Bull, with your comparison of peas and carrots, I've got a really important question for you, and that is, how important is the game day food?
Oh, it's extremely important. Nana does a great job. I mean, she goes out of her way, her and her family, of feeding not just us, but the whole team, from managers, cheerleaders, to everybody. So you never know what's going to be on the menu. It could be catfish one day, hamburgers the next. But it kind of gives you that, that feeling of, I don't know, the excitement before the game. Hey, we're going to have something good to eat. And for me, that's a big thing. One of my favorite things, though, is these 3 guys are the defensive staff. And I think we were playing maybe Perkins or somebody, and we had hamburgers that day. And you talk about getting crazy with the mustard. These guys are wild. So we walk back.
Mustard freaks.
Mustard freaks. So when we get back to the field house, we're sitting there talking. We're getting ready. We got our clothes on. All three of them have mustard stains all over their hand. I said, guys, you can't go out there like that. It was kind of embarrassing because I have to do that to my 4 and 5 year old, but you know, we grew from it as a staff, and they're more mayonnaise guys now. So this is how it is. But it's great. I mean, I've never been anywhere where you got food like that, or somebody provided you a meal. So I'll take any meal there is.
Yeah, so game day food is really important,
Yeah.
really important.
Very.
So before you think about the strategies, the plays, are you looking at what's going to be to eat? Is that the deal?
Me and Coach Moore at the middle school, so we really don't know. So it's kind of like that surprise. It's like Christmas every Friday.
Yeah, big
So when it
box.
comes in, there's a box there, and we're just kind of talking to each other, kind of guesstimating what it could be. We have this guy, John Edward Yates. He's the head baseball coach here at Cushing. We get his plate first. So if there's 3 fillets of catfish in there, I usually take 1.5 of them out. So he's always cussing us about not having as much as us. But he never knows that I'm taking it out. Moore will get the cookie, I'll get the catfish. And that's how we do it. But John Edward Yates, he's a character.
So has there ever been a food fight, literally?
We don't believe in that. We just
Okay.
eat it.
So you don't take it that far?
No, no.
Well, I guess that would be
Yeah.
a waste of food.
The other teachers are very
Yeah.
jealous of us.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, we're going to take a break in a few minutes. We're going to come back and we're going to hear more from these guys on a lighter note, because we're going to have plenty of seriousness. Like I said, you know, once football starts, it's going to be on. It's going to be on. So we're going to take a break, and then we'll be back shortly with more from the CHS Cushing staffing, or coaching staff.